Hey mamas, it's time for our Monday morning social media chat. My name is Cathy Callahan, and today I want to talk with you about growing versus scaling. And I want to talk about getting some systems and automation into your business if you are ready to scale. So say hi if you are here. If you're watching this on replay, let us know where you're tuning in from. Before we get too far into it, I'm going to jump over into the moms group, make sure this is streaming. If you are in the moms group, go ahead and click right there till the three little dots pop up. Turn on notifications so you don't miss out on a thing. And if you're on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe below. Okay, so last week we offered you guys the option to add some friends into this group and to share the love. And I'm going to start off with a winner, first of all. From that, Tia Thames Trent, you were chosen for our winner for adding some new people into this Moms Building Online Businesses group and helping us grow it. So thank you, Tia. If you don't hear this, I'll be private messaging you. You guys, if you have friends or team members that would benefit from anything we share, social media tips, some of the challenges we're doing, go ahead and invite them into this group. We have a lot of network marketers in here, but really, you know, the more I work with people, any kind of online business you're building, this is foundational stuff, you know, organic reach. We're starting to talk about automation and systems. So a lot of us are network marketers, but as I move into my coaching business, I'm doing the exact same thing to market that as I do my network marketing business. The difference is one, I'm selling products, so to speak, and one, I'm selling a service, right? So we're going to talk today about the difference between growing and scaling, and I'm going to give you guys some things to think about if you are ready to scale. What simple, super simple, basic systems you need to get into your business right from the beginning if you really want it to grow like a business. And the majority of us in this group are moms who are building a business in the background of #MomLife, which means you're balancing multiple things. So getting systems in from the beginning can really be beneficial to your business. All right, so that's what we're going to cover today. Who already is doing any kind of email list? Talk to me about, do you have an email list? Do you even know what that means? We use words sometimes that I know that as a network marketer a year ago, I didn't know some of these words until I took some advanced classes, right? Online marketing classes. I started, I've taken every kind of training you could take, from a lot of social media organic growth, systems, and even paid ads. And so now a lot of the words that feel kind of normal, I know are not normal. So when it comes to like leads, lead generation, email marketing, email lists, organic reach versus paid ads, is all of that familiar? Where are you guys at with that? A lot of times when you come in first to your business, especially in network marketing, we're just taught like, go share the products. That's what we do. Go share the products. And then when you realize, gosh, I want to go from growing, just maybe getting a few new customers, getting a team member here and there, to scaling, right? Then that's when we really realize we've got to learn a little bit more about business, about automations, about systems, and that's where I love to teach these type of things, all right? So, hi Maggie. Maggie says she has an email list through her company's program. Okay, so this I do want to chat about. I think this is a really great place to start. This is exactly where I started, and Maggie is an evergreen student, and I'm encouraging everybody, but specifically my students right from the beginning, to go ahead and get an email list outside of your company, and we'll talk about why. So I'm going to pull up my notes so I don't skip a beat on this. So just to start off, the difference between growing and scaling is if you are ready to scale, it's time to bring in some systems. It's time to bring in some automation into your business, especially if you're a busy mom who's really trying to build a business, not just have a few extra $100 a month coming in. You really don't want to neglect your family. You're really trying to do your business the way that most of us want to do, which is in the nooks and crannies. Then systems and automation can make a huge difference. I've shared with you guys before inside of this moms group the marketing system that I'm using. I can drop that link again in the comments, and I'll also put it in the description. We did a Q&A with a project manager from the email marketing program that I'm using. It's actually a complete business system, not just your email list. So when you decide to scale, that's when you're really going to say, okay, I want to simplify, I want to automate, but here's the thing. Sometimes scaling can actually mean more work in the beginning because you're creating and implementing new systems. So right now we're starting to really scale in our coaching business, right? So we started it in July 2020. We did a whole lot of organic growth. We're slow through the process, totally fine going on the journey. And it was growing, and we kept growing, and we were growing, and we were growing. And then this year, 2021, I got to the place that said, I really want to scale this thing. So once I said that, it means that I'm having to learn some new systems, and I have a new email list, and I have a new marketing funnel, and it's just a lot of work. But if you can get these things going, it's going to be easier in the long term. So let's focus today on email marketing. I think every single network marketer should be doing this. One of your biggest mistakes you can make is not doing this from day one. So tell me how this is going for you. Are you taking the time to build an email list outside of your company's email program? Okay. It might seem hard to do, but here's the thing. A lot of people think it's a whole lot easier just to go do a social media post, right? They're like, oh, I'll go put the pretty post out there. And then it's like, how often should I post, and what should I post, and when should I post? But only doing social media posts is not wise. We've talked about this before, but we don't own our social media accounts. We don't own Facebook. We don't own Instagram. We don't own our groups. We don't own our YouTube channel. We don't own all these different platforms, right? You don't own your company. Have you heard of companies having mass change come through the company? Have you heard of companies shutting down? An email list is something you own, so I highly encourage you right now to think about getting an email list outside of your company and not just relying on your certain amount of YouTube followers or a certain amount of Instagram or Facebook people. You know, you hear groups shutting down, you hear people going into Facebook jail. These things happen, so we should be prepared now in case it would, even though it's not likely. So when you're doing your social media, you guys know I love to build on social media, but here's the thing. Social media is a way to build your audience, all right? Social media is a way that people can get to know you, like you, trust you. Next, let's see, March 1st, all right? March 1st is going to be the next virtual party challenge that I'm doing with you guys. If you've never been through this challenge, one of the biggest things I focus on is, why do I do live video? Because it builds the know, like, and trust factor. Why do I love parties so much? Because a hostess can refer me some new people, and I can get those people in front of the story, right? Why do I focus on not doing copy and paste, sell, sell, sell on social media? Because social media is the place to nurture and build a relationship, okay? People do not want to be sold on social media. However, email's different, all right? Email can seal the deal. So think about what happens on the inside of your email versus what happens on the inside of your Facebook. When you go into your email, don't you see promotions from all kinds of different companies that you opted into their lists? You know that's what you're going to get there, right? And you can choose to unsubscribe, or you can choose to stay on the list because you don't want to miss a thing. On social media, if you're, like, say you were with Sephora and you buy their makeup products and you go into your email list and you see the Sephora specials, it's kind of what you expect. If you go over onto the Sephora website or Facebook and all you see is like sell, 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 that's not what you're there for. You're there for tips, and you're there to get to know how to learn, use the products better, and maybe to get to learn about other products. The Facebook thing that we're doing, that I teach, is that we need to be nurturing the relationship. Through our groups is where we focus. So how can we be a little bit more promotional and on purpose? Do more of that in your email list, okay? So it's one really great reason to consider having one, besides having the backup plan if your social media would go away for any reason. All right, let's talk about numbers. So if you are using an advanced, I don't even know if the right word is advanced. If you're using an email marketing program like we recommend, and if you need one, just message me, drop in the comments below and tag me. But you should be able to see how many people are actually opening your email. All right. On average, 20% of your email list will open the email. Now, you can get that much higher if you have a qualified list of people, which we talk all the time about. Numbers don't matter. It's having the right type of people on your list, okay? So if you have a group, a Facebook group filled with most interested people versus just a Facebook group filled with thousands of people, you'll get a much better result. Same thing with your email list. So if you have a very purposeful email list, like I probably have 12 different lists. One's for healthy living, one's for the moms group, one's for the virtual party challengers, one's for my evergreen group, one's for just my customers in my company, one's for my discount customers in my company, one's for the consultants in my company. The more narrowed down that email list is, the more specific you can deliver that information, and that's most beneficial to them. You'll get higher deliverability and open rates. But how many of you are actually getting 20% of your content on Facebook or Instagram seen? I'm just curious. So think about that. We put all this time into building our social media, what to post, when to post, how beautiful is it? And then like 3% of people see it, or 6% of people see it, or maybe 10% of people see it. Now, here's the thing. A lot of you have done what I did. You did not build on good practices when you started doing social media, right? So maybe you didn't take Julia's Instagram course and you just did this whole bot thing where you bought followers, bought, B-O-T, bought, B-O-U-G-H-T. There's all kinds of ways to get followers over on Instagram. There's all kinds of ways to do friends of friends and getting people to follow you on Facebook. But if those aren't qualified people, you might have actually kind of like ruined your account a little bit. And now you're trying to work your way back. So your deliverability, the people that actually see your content, is even lower because you don't have a qualified list on your social media. So Facebook, Instagram, if you're not doing those things right, make sure you take our classes on that. But sometimes people are only getting like 3% visibility on their post, whereas email can get much higher. Okay, so people, then there's also things called click rates within your email that your email system will track. Maybe it tells you that 1 to 3% of people actually clicked on a link within the group. That's actually, or in the email, that's actually considered good. How many people are actually clicking and taking any kind of action on your social media? So think about it this way. Have you guys ever purchased anything from someone you follow on social media? And I don't mean like a paid ad. I mean just an organic post that they put out there. Versus how many times have you purchased something from an email list you're in, okay? I'm gonna guess that if you do purchase from someone that you're following on social media, you probably also have been following them for a while and you're probably on their email list. So they've been nurturing that relationship for a while. Okay, email is a huge way that you can set up some automation, which we're going to talk about next, and also nurture that relationship that maybe you started over on social media, and now we bring them into our email list. Okay, if you don't know how to do like lead magnets, opt-in forms, how to move people over from social media into your email list, that's part of what we teach in our program, okay? This is where I've really been helping my students understand, okay, great, we've got a group and 25 members just showed up in our group right now. How do we funnel them over and get them on our email list also, not just leave them in the group, okay? So these are things that you need to know how to do. How do you post a YouTube video and get people to join your list from that YouTube video? Because there's lots of ways to build your email list, okay? So there's a lot of efforts that go into building on social media. There's also a lot of efforts to building your email list. Your email list can take time to build, but it's much better return on investment, okay? So remember that social media is a great tool. It's the thing that's going to get you a new audience, help build that know, like, trust factor, and then you can really start driving sales if you also have them on your email list. Email is just a great way. I'm teaching my students once a week to send out to your email list a reminder, because how many of you are like enrolled in programs, groups, you just forgot about what you even started, and then you get that email reminder, you're like, oh yeah, that's happening this week, right? So there's lots of purposes it can serve. Okay, so yes, it's harder to get people over to your email list, but if you can start some things from the very, very beginning, this is where we're focusing. So very beginning, from the time you start a Facebook group, we collect emails. So you guys know that my program is mostly founded on having a group, right? Having a group that you can funnel people in, having a strategy. So when we collect emails in the beginning, getting them on our list. So it's kind of crossing over the different ways that we can touch point with people. Okay, so we already talked about how people are kind of used to being sold in their email list. It is a way that you can dive deeper in a different area of your business with people. Maybe you do a little bit more promotions in your email and over on your Facebook group. Like if I do my Facebook group, the way I teach you guys, I'm only doing a special once a week. I'm only posting a sale in there once a week. The rest of the time is nurturing, developing the relationship, providing value. Today we're doing makeup tips. We're not trying to sell and tell all the makeup specials. We're showing how to use the makeup and the makeup products. Tomorrow night, Tina's having 2 babies, by the way. Tina Buck, a consultant on my team, is having 2 babies. Probably had them by now. I'm going to have to go check my messages. And 2 baby girls. So we're going to do a little baby celebration and highlight the baby products and talk about how they can benefit you and your family more than sell, right? Crystal does cooking in the kitchen on Wednesdays. Mary does healthy living on Thursdays. I do some business chat. So in our groups, we tend not to do as much promotion. In our emails, we hit it a little bit harder. Okay. Now, the last thing about automation, here's something really cool to consider. When you bring in a new member into your group, let's just talk about groups versus email lists, because I want you to do both. Like the foundation of my business is Facebook groups, but I realized the value in having these people on an email list. So let's say you came into the Moms Building Online Businesses group today, okay? We've been in business for, I don't know, a year and a half. We really started working on this group in September 2020. So there's going to be a lot of content in there, and you're not going to get it right from the beginning, okay? However, if you come into the Moms Building Online Businesses group, I collect your email. I put you into my email marketing system, which can be done automatically, by the way. And we're going to be sharing more of how we automate some of this stuff for those of you that are ready to really invest a little bit of money to save yourself a lot of time. I'm ready. I'm at that point personally. So we're going to be sharing some automation on how we, automating tools on how we do that. But you collect an email, you can do it manually, put it into your email system. And then if you have an email campaign system like we teach, you can have something called a welcome series. So even though someone might have come in today, you can nurture the relationship. You can have them on an automated sequence of emails. You guys might have gotten these from different places you signed up for. And then every 1 day or 3 days or 5 days or once a week, you can send out a little welcome series so that they have touch points with you and you can build that relationship in the email as well. It's not just about promotions. So if you're on my virtual parties tip, and I'm going to end with this, if you're on my virtual parties email list, if you're not, why don't you message me and tag me in the comments below or message me. I'll get you on that list. I have an automated welcome series. I think it's 4 or 5 emails. I should build out a whole lot more, but done is better than perfect. I'm getting there. It does take time to build this stuff out. As soon as you come in, you get an instant email in it, and we get to know each other, and I give you some value, and then I give you like a lead into my challenge or something like that. Then the second one is picks up where the last one left off, a little bit more value. I think I give you a download for free, keeps you wanting to stay on the email list, but giving you value so that when I'm ready to promote something, you're much more likely to open that email. You're like, this girl just isn't always about selling. And when she is promoting something, gosh, I want to take a look. Because I know her, I like her, I trust her, I want what she has, and maybe this will be the day that I'm ready to get it. That's what you guys need to be doing with your products. Okay, so remember that email can deliver content for you. It can help serve people. It positions you as the expert, and it can help deliver content on a regular, automated basis using something called email campaigns. Okay, so if you have no idea where to start and this is like blowing your mind and you have not heard us talk about the email marketing system, I recommend just comment below or tag me or something, because the one that I decided to start using, I went to it because for the basic marketer, it's built out for you. Okay, it's built out for the new marketer. There's a lot of like done for you things that you just kind of fill in the blanks instead of having to create it all. And I was doing a little bit more advanced things with my coaching. And when I tried to apply it to network marketing, I'm like, gosh, this is overwhelming. So the system that we're using now has email campaigns. It has marketing pages. It has lead capture pages. It has Smart Sender where you can upload PDFs and tools. It has team duplication. It has calendars. So that's why I decided to switch over. And that's why we've been sharing that system with you guys that we've been loving for email marketing. All right, guys, have a great day. I'm going to check the comments and see if anybody said anything to me. It has Maggie said time consuming, but she's working on it. She's asked for emails when people join her Facebook group, and it's helped a lot. Yes. Kayla said she wants to be on the list. Kayla, I will make sure you are on my virtual parties tips so that you can see how it's just automated. Like once you're on, it's just automation. So I will add you on there now. All right, guys, have a great day. Couple reminders. Canva starts today, like in 20 minutes. So if you're not in the Canva branding boot camp with Vicki Johnstone, it's $27 and you get 5 days of training with her, and it's insane. She's an amazing teacher. She is she does beautiful. She did my logo stuff. She does beautiful Canva work, and she teaches you how to do it from the very beginning, so you can integrate this branding into your marketing, whether it's on your email, your social media, so you can have that that consistent look across everything you're doing. And she teaches you about branding and those pillars, right? So those pillars of the different things you want to represent out on social media. Instagram starts tomorrow with Julia Burge. So if you're looking to gain new leads through Instagram, it does not matter where you find people. You've got to have a sales funnel. But Julia loves to teach you how to find people over on Instagram. That's her thing, okay? So if you're wanting to figure out how to actually have an Instagram presence, that workshop is Tuesday through Thursday. It's $47, and she'll actually teach you the system that she uses to recruit over on Instagram. Then you can funnel them over into your group, get them on your email list, and nurture if people don't have interest the second that you decide to ask them, because we know that's the case. And then I'll be with you on March 1st doing the virtual party challenge. All right, Janine, I will add you as well. And you guys, you know what? I can click, like I can do a little subscribe form and just drop it in the comments or the description as well. So if anybody else wants on that virtual parties tips list, then you won't have to wait on me, okay? Workshops posted, they are over in my online school, and I think they should be posted up in the announcements, because I just posted branding, Canva branding this morning. Diane emailed them out this morning. If you're not on our Moms Building Online Businesses group email list, let me know that as well. Everybody should be. So, but yeah, so I know she just sent an email today. She put out the Canva link, the Instagram link, and the wait list for my virtual party challenge, because we don't have that sign up form yet. Okay, do I look like I've had mom life all weekend? Because I did. It's been a long weekend with my kids. How about you guys? All right, go have a great Monday. I will see you somewhere soon. Jessica will be here with you on Thursday at 10 a.m. Central, and I'll be everywhere. I'll be everywhere. All right, bye.